Hey guys, welcome back to KB Finance. Miss Keyshawn Brown here. Sorry I didn't. Well, I did post last week. I didn't post. No, I didn't post last week. Sorry I didn't post last week. Um, I just took a break, you know, because I've been posting videos every week for about 3 months now. I just decided to take a break. But today I'm going to talk about how you can, become financially independent, no matter what age you are. I always like to say the earlier you start, the better, which I 100% agree with. But if you already have a job, a career, you're making money, and you want to know, okay, I'm only making this amount of money. How can how can I invest money here, save money, and still have money for bills, necessities, and still have money to enjoy myself and go out? So, in this And with a question like that, you're really going to have to um, understand the value of your money. Okay, if you're making, $4,000 a month, the average rent is like 1,700. So boom, you're down to $2,300 already. So, and then you have car insurance, you have all this and that. Sometimes the simple answer is just that you need to increase your income. You know, But even then, people who make $10,000 a month are still living paycheck to paycheck because, oh, I make $10,000, I'm going to live a $10,000 lifestyle. The truth is, you can't really do that because you're always going to be broke. I mean, if you make $10,000 and you spend $10,000, you're not going to have any money. But if you make $10,000 and you spend $5,000, you're going to have $5,000 left over. So, for example, um, say you have, say you make $4,000 a month. Your rent is $1,700. You can find somewhere cheaper, you know, somewhere probably smaller, a lesser known neighborhood. I don't want to say a bad neighborhood because maybe just a lesser known neighborhood that doesn't have as many recreational things like parks and social clubs. Say you need to downgrade because you need a place to stay, but you don't need the $1,700 a month apartment. Yes, you need a car, but you don't need the newest Benz or BMW. You can easily get you a car, for $5,000 to $6,000 used, a nice Honda, maybe 7 to 8 now, but a nice Honda used, run it to the ground, and get your money out of it. Just because you have your money, you have your career, you have your job, making money, that doesn't mean you can just go out and spend however whatever you want. And I know for people who just graduated college or who just graduated high school and they finally get the first job, they're actually making a good amount of money. I know for them it's going to be like, what? I just this whole time I've been waiting to get my own money and to do whatever I want with it, but now you're telling me that I can't do whatever I want with it? Yes, and no. I'm not telling you, I'm just suggesting. I'm saying for a certain amount of time from when you're probably 23 to when you're 30, you need to do what I'm about to tell you. Well, I would do what I'm about to tell you. That way you can have, be financially free and literally live off your investments, or you don't have to work as much and enjoy your time. So, step number 1, gather up all your expenses and see how much they cost. And when I say expenses, I'm not talking about going out to eat, your haircut, or anything like that. I'm talking about your food, your utilities, your car insurance, your car payment, your rent, things of that nature, okay? So I'm going to say around $5,000 a month. And I'm going to be truthful with you. If you're making anything below $4,000 a month, you need to just simply increase your income. You're probably going to need to get an extra job, just a side job, or even start a side hustle or ask your boss for a raise, But in a lot of cases, you just really need to increase your income because if you're making $4,000 a month and your rent is $1,700 and you got a whole bunch of stuff to still take care of bills and all that stuff, you're not going to have any money to invest and save. So say you have $5,000, you make $5,000 a month, that's $60K a year. Your utilities and everything, your rent is probably going to be, along with your car insurance, I would give it even $3,000. $3,000, that means you have $2,000 left. You've paid for everything you need. Car insurance. Car insurance is probably $300 depending on your record. Car note, if you have one, is probably another. I think the average is like $1,700 a month. But let's just say another $1,000, and then you're in everything. About $3,500. Yeah. Either way, you should have anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 left over after everything is taken care of. So let's just say you have, we're gonna meet in the middle at $1,250. You taking care of everything, and you have $1,250 left over. I'm gonna be honest with you. 1,000 of that, 500. No, actually, I'm wrong. If you don't have an emergency fund, I would say put $1,000 in that emergency fund every single month for the next year. And once you've taken care of your emergency fund, which you should be at $12,000, or just build it up. It doesn't matter how much time it takes you. You can get it to $10,000 to $12,000 in a few months. Go ahead and do it. That way you can start investing. But I would say get your emergency fund taken care of. I would say put $1,000 into that every month, and you still have $250 left over. Now you have $250. You can invest it or have fun with it. I say just go ahead and have fun with it, because right now you're really focused on your emergency fund. You can take $50 a month and put it in a index fund. Just keep investing that way, but just use that money to have fun. And what you have to understand is, you don't have to spend the whole $250 in one place. You can go to the movies. You can go get your hair cut. Girls get their nails done, all that. You can go to a lot of places with $250. I mean, but you guys, you live above your means so much that it's like, oh, $250, that's only one night out. No, $250 is like a whole month of going to the movies. I'm gonna go, give me something to eat. I'm gonna go out tonight. If you spend $250 on going out for food, just food, going fast food eating, you need to learn how to cook at home, because that doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But you have to understand how to control and how to manage even the fun money. If you can't manage $250, what makes you think you can manage thousands, hundreds of thousands, and hopefully millions of dollars? So what I would do is get all my expenses, put it next to what I make monthly, and I would say, okay, this is exactly how much I need to take care of everything I need to live, and the money I left over, I need to use this smartly. And like I said, you're going to have to if you don't have an emergency fund already, put everything in an emergency fund. Make sure you're taken care of in case something happens, because you don't want your money to be in the stock market, because it takes 2 to 3 business days for it to settle down in the stock market in order for it to go to your account. So you just have to make sure you have an emergency fund, and that if anything happens, you have some cash to take care of. So the next step would be to start investing. So now we're back at the $1,250. All right, it's been a year. You've been putting your money in the emergency fund. You have about $10,000 in case something happens. Okay, great. Now what I would do is I would split. Well, actually, at this point, you don't really need to save that much in the emergency fund anymore, because at this point, the value of the money is just going to go down. So I would say you can literally leave the emergency fund at $10,000 a month, and we'll just leave it at $10,000, and you don't have to invest anything at all every month. Or you can invest, a little, $100, $50, just to make sure it's still, there. But at this point, I'm going to start investing. Now I'm going to take the $1,000 and put it in an index fund. I'm going to take $1,000, you can literally go to one of those brokerage apps, and they will make an investment plan for you. If you want to be moderate and you want to have growth and grow money, they have an investment plan for that. So you can start putting your money in there. You can put your money in index fund, a stock that you like, anything. You can become, you can start investing in businesses. There's a lot that comes into your investment portfolio. That's why they have a real estate portfolio, and that's why they have a stock portfolio. That's why they have there's different types of portfolios, but everything just comes down to your investment portfolio. What all do you have? So what I would recommend is that you start investing in real estate, stocks. If you want to invest in real estate, you might have to save a bit more. You can even start a business if you want. Anything, you can do anything you want with that investment money. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, put your money in the stock market directly. You might not want to put your money in the stock market. I mean, that's what I would do, and that's what I am doing. Whenever I get, some extra money, my mom sent me, $100, or I get some money from here, from working or something. I put, majority of it in the stock market, and I keep a little bit for myself, but I don't really spend money that much. But I put most of it in the stock market. But if you want to start a business, you want to invest in other businesses, or you just want to do something different with your money, but it's going to help grow your money or help you learn, you can do that too. Investment wise, is buying a book to teach you about financial literacy. A book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think I have the book. Yep, right here. I have Rich Dad Poor Dad. I have the book. I actually got this for free. One of my coaches he said, "You want the book?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And I ended up reading it, and it taught me a lot. If you want me to do a video of me talking about this book, leave a comment and a like, and I'll go over it. And one of the things in this book that's really going to help you in life is knowing the differences between a liability and an asset. And what Robert Kiyosaki was talking about is not only money-wise, it's people-wise. You have to know who's a liability and who's an asset. If someone who never wants you to, go to class, that's a liability. Someone who never wants you to actually do something smart with your money is a liability. You know what I mean? It's one thing if they're doing it on their own, that's what they do. But once they try to drag you along with them, that's a liability. And an asset is someone who's opposite of that. Someone who, yeah, invest your money. Yeah, let's go to class. Yeah, let's do this. Let's be productive. That's an asset. And remember that. This is a good book. It's on Amazon for probably, I say $15, $20. More than likely, it's probably on Amazon. I might leave the link in the description for you guys to just go click on it. But this is a book I would really consider you to buy. And actually, I'm going to do a video on my top 5 financial books. Top 3 or top 5 financial books. But this is definitely going to be on the list. And now for the last step in step 3. Okay. You know how much money you have. You know how much it costs for you to live. You got your income coming in. You started investing. Now, let's say you do this from the time you're 23, from the time you graduate college, or even 18, from the time you graduate high school and you got a job. I'm gonna meet in the middle. Say by the time you're 21, I'm gonna meet in the middle for the people who graduated high school and went to work, and for people who just went to college and went to work afterwards. Say you're 21. This is the median. And you do this to the time you're 30. That's 9 years. 9 years. I want you to understand that. You invest in the stock market after you got your, emergency fund and everything settled. You invest $1,000 a month in the stock market and an index fund. And you start dibble-dabbing in other things such as real estate, an angel investor. You can be an angel investor in businesses and whatnot. And for 9 years, you do that. Imagine how financially free you would be. By the time you're 40, you'll be able to retire. The retirement age is 65. Remember that. You're going to retire 25 years before a lot of people. And you're probably not going to be working that hard in your 30s either, because you're going to be living off your dividends from your investments and the returns. So I know it's going to be boring. You're going to want to have fun. But trust me, it's not fun working when you're 65. I know a lot of people in my family who has to do that. They're 65 and they're in their 60s, and they still have to work. They're probably going to have to work until they're dead and gone. Or they're going to have to rely on government assistance. That's not fun. When you're in your 30s, you're building your wealth in your 20s, and you get to your 30s, you say, oh, I'm making $60K plus a year off just my dividends alone. Well, not dividends, but my return on my investment alone. And you probably make money off dividends too, depending on what stocks that you hold. But I'm making money, and I'm making a full-time income off just my investments alone. And then I'm still, over here working my job. But at this point, I'm working my job because I love it, not because, oh, I need to go make money. No, I love my job. I'm just doing it because this is what I enjoy to do. I look forward to going and working, and now you can enjoy your time more. If you don't want to work your job, you can quit it, start your own business because you have the money to invest in your own business, or you might want to travel the world. You can do whatever you want now because you're financially independent. It's just the time it takes. People want to get rich like this. No, if you have a system and you follow these steps for a decade, from when you're 20 to when you're 30, maybe 35, you're going to be financially free. That's why so many people say build your wealth in your 20s. Because if you do that and you do this, it's so simple that it's almost too easy to believe, but it's literally so simple. You invest, you save, and you get your emergency fund, and you keep investing. And over time, you might get a promotion. You never know. You might get a better job making, $5,000 more than your last job. You honestly never know, because your income is going to grow, hopefully. Hopefully. I hope your income is going to grow. But that's literally all it boils down to, is you have to be patient. You have to understand this is a system. You're not going to get rich like this unless you hit the lottery. If you do, congratulations. But you have to understand, you have to be patient. It's going to take time. It's going to take at least 5 to 10 years, but as long as you start and you keep doing the system, you're going to be okay. You're probably going to be able to retire 20 to 25 years earlier than a lot of people. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy your money. Enjoy what you actually do, because you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it because you love it. And that's the biggest objective and the biggest goal of my channel, is to not only grow and become a person that's financially independent, but also help you guys become financially independent. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, just leave a like and comment. Other than that, you have a nice day.